I want to push you guys to change your perspective. And one of the things I always tell students is to start thinking like a CEO. A CEO doesn't do the analytics, he doesn't do the marketing, he doesn't do the accounting, he doesn't do the networking. He, in fact, hires somebody who's a specialist in each of these areas to do those tasks and then come report to him. And he brings it all together for the overall strategy. And so in your life, you want to do your best to outsource as much as you can. So how does this relate to organic chemistry? I think of you guys as CEOs of your own life. And so what you want to do is you have easy problems that you have to solve, easy subjects, easy problem sets, whatever, and then you have difficult problems. And so if you spend all of your time and energy in all your courses and responsibilities, focusing and inundated with all of the challenges, what happens is you guys have maybe possibly lose sight of a bigger picture. Whereas if you outsource difficult problems to a tutor, so you come across a challenging problem and you flag it and you outsource it to a tutor, a TA, or a professor, what happens is it does two things. It minimizes frustration, and it also frees your time. And so this is very important. And the reason I bring this up is because one of the CEOs of Silicon Valley would say you have an aspirational hourly rate. So let's say one day, if you're pre-med and you're becoming a doctor or what have you, your hour in that post is going to be worth maybe $400. Right. And so if your hour is worth $400, you want to outsource it you want to outsource tasks, right, that are less than $400 an hour to somebody who their rate is less than $400. So to give you an example, let's say you make $400 an hour. Would it make sense for you to, for instance, clean your home if hiring somebody at $25 an hour, $30 an hour, $35 an hour would be more efficient and a better use of your time, because then you could go use that hour to make an additional $400, right? And so by doing that, by outsourcing your time and valuing it, what happens is you free your time for other pursuits, other endeavors, right? And so by outsourcing it, it doesn't have to be a paid position. It could be a TA, it could be a professor. By sitting with them in the difficult problems, you can free your time to do other things, right? Now, you can't abuse this. If you go to your professor, I've seen students before who have gone literally to get every single problem solved. TAs very quickly get frustrated. Professors very quickly get frustrated. But if you're making a good faith effort to solve the problems and come across difficult ones that you genuinely can't understand, that's what your TAs and professors' office hours are for, those very problems. And so having a tutor, a TA, and outsourcing those challenging problems to them will make it far less frustrating for you and will free your time for other pursuits. And so you want to start to think in terms of a CEO, how they think. You have many competing interests and demand on your time. You want to outsource it to the people who are best suited to do that, thereby freeing your mind up for higher level problems and higher level thinking.